How's everyone?
Everybody needs a little extra flavor in their beverages. Yeah, we were doing some coffee tasting, and I had the piggies out while I was taking a picture. Beaver chiz. Oh my god. Beaver changes. I'm trying to beverages. Vash always hates when I say it like that to him too. Beverages, and he's like, beverages? What the hell? When I heard you say it, it was hilarious. Oh, did it? Oh yeah, I always say it that way. I think I do it on accident now. Like on purposely on accident, you know? Beverages. All right, so last week we were talking about the Last of Us Part 2 remaster that's coming out, and recently we got a little more information, as there is an upgrade and a little bit of a special edition as well. What are you feeling like streaming, Casper? I mean, you said you weren't sure, but what game? So they're kind of in this blog kind of talking about a lot of the different things that you could do along with this standalone guitar playing thing and everything. A lot of stuff, but they also talked about that they're going to have a remastered WLF edition. So that's going to come with the game, which is in a steelbook, featuring additional digital content for PlayStation 5 console, 47 total Society of Champions trading cards, a WLF patch, and a set of 4 enameled pins. But if you already own the game, you'll be able to upgrade it for a digital version for $10. So Psycho and I were kind of talking about it, and he was saying usually when you get to upgrade and stuff, usually it doesn't cost you anything. So he's a little bit disappointed to see that it will cost something. But they are adding some additional content, so maybe that's kind of where, it's going to go. Especially because the game is a couple years old at this point too. I don't know. I'm not super. Yeah, $10 is not bad. I'm not so upset about it that I'm like, I would never do it. I'm like, I could probably do $10. If I wanted to upgrade, I could do the $10. The game, I think, kind of looks pretty similar, but I think it's got some good additions. And I just think if you're gonna play it, it's worth getting into, especially if you own it, for the $10 just to do the upgrade or whatever. But I don't think it's gonna change a ton. So Alan Wake 2, Spider-Man 2, or Last of Us Part 1. Oh, okay. I think you'll find some motivation in there for it. Yeah, Jenna, if you do find that password, you'll have to let us know too. You can do a little comment in the Discord if you want. But yeah, so I just thought this was pretty interesting. So if you do want to get into a kind of a special edition or just an upgrade, it seems like it's gonna be pretty easy to get into. And that's coming out on the 19th of January. Dang, that is real quick. They didn't say anything about. They said something about that you could do like a request to Gustavo and stuff, but they didn't mention that at all. Maybe that's just a additional feature that they're not really talking about at this moment. All right. George R.R. Martin has written 1,100 pages of the Winds of Winter, which is the same number as last year. I saw a thing about people were like, bro, he's never releasing this book. Like it's not a thing. So I think maybe this was in like reaction to that. A Song of Ice and Fire author George R. R. Martin has said he's written 1,100 pages of the next book, The Winds of Winter, the same amount he'd written as of December 2022, while also revealing there are 8 other Game of Thrones spin-off shows in addition to House of Dragons. Oh my god, nobody fucking cares. I'm sure of it. I'm sure nobody cares. Book will never be finished. Yeah, I don't think it will either. Speaking to Bangcast, it's a weird. I don't like that. Martin did not give Game of Thrones fans looking forward to Winds of Winter much hope, as the so far 9 years late novel hasn't seen much progress since last year, at least in terms of page count. And that says a lot. Oh, you know what I didn't think I realized? So last year, December 2022, he said, I've written 1,100 pages of this book. And then now when they asked him about it, he said, I've written 1,100 pages. So he's written 0 more pages since last year. Ah, I see. The main thing I'm actually writing, of course, is the same thing. I wish I could write as fast as somebody else, but I'm 12 years late on this damn novel and I'm struggling with it. I have like 1,100 pages written, but I'm still have hundreds more to go. It's a big mother of a book for whatever reason. Maybe I should have started writing smaller books when I began, but this is tough. That's the main thing that dominates most of my working life. Yes, obviously, you are a writer. Unfortunately, you kind of set the terms for yourself too, so you have to either figure out how to, get through it, or just, I don't know. You could do it in parts, man, if you want people to at least get a glimpse or something. I don't know, man. I don't know. Oh yeah, I'm definitely feeling a little similar to everybody else now. This book is never going to be finished. There is no way. The Walking Dead Destinies, the latest worst game of 2023 contender from the company behind King Kong. I remember looking at a trailer for this and I was like, maybe that could be something. But apparently it launched last week and it's bad. Apparently it's real bad. Oh man, my arm is a little bit, it's like so warm right now. I just want it to cool down a little bit. Oh. But it's looking pretty good. The Walking Dead Destinies launched last week with little fanfare, and it didn't take long for it to emerge as yet another worst game of 2023 contender from the same company that published this year's terrible King Kong game. Oh man, what shit. The Walking Dead Destinies is developed by little-known Brazilian studio Flux Games and published by Minneapolis-based Game Mill Entertainment. Last month, Game Mill published Skull Island: Rise of Kong, which went viral for its terrible visuals, gameplay, and cutscenes. It later emerged that Chilean indie studio Iguanabee developed Rise of Kong within a strict 1-year turnaround, and that game was part of a vicious cycle of licensed titles published by Game Mill. Walking Dead Destinies is a $50 third-person action-adventure game that retells the story of AMC's The Walking Dead show, but lets players change the course of history. You can, for example, decide whether Rick or Shane leads the group. You can make an enemy of the governor or recruit him to your cause. Whatever you pick, you're meant to live with the consequences. So a little gameplay, I guess. Oh wow, not kidding with little. Okay. Kill your friend. All right. This looks bad. All right. Oh, an actual cutscene. Interesting. All right, well, listen, we know it's gonna be bad, but yeah, apparently worse than people expected. Oh shit. Well, that's too bad. All right. So I think it was on Friday. I was talking about how OpenAI fired its CEO. Apparently, Microsoft fired OpenAI CEO Sam Altman to lead new advanced AI research team. Interesting. They really, they were like, "Ooh, we saw you toss this guy. We'll go ahead and take him." Microsoft has announced it is hiring former OpenAI CEO Sam Altman and company co-founder Greg Brockman to lead its newly formed advanced AI research team, following a dramatic series of events that saw Altman fired last week for allegedly lying to OpenAI's board of directors. We got there. Yeah, listen, words be tricky. Words be tricky. Altman's unexpected exit from the company he co-founded prompted employees to send a letter to OpenAI's board demanding its removal. Oh, damn. Greg Brockman looks like he tweeted out something. Sam and I are shocked and saddened by what the board did today. Let us first say thank you to all the incredible people who we have worked with at OpenAI, our customers, our investors, and all of those who have been reaching out. Excuse me? Would like to see more here. We too are still trying to figure out exactly what happened. Here's what we know. Last night, Sam got a text from somebody asking to talk at noon Friday. Sam joined a Google Meet, and the whole board except Greg was there. Lilia told Sam he was being fired and that the news was going out very soon. At 12:19, Greg got a text from Laya asking for a quick call. At 12:23, Laya sent a Google Meet link. Greg was told he was being removed from the board, but was vital to the company and would retain his role, and that Sam had been fired. Around the same time, OpenAI published a blog post. As far as we know, the management team was made aware of this shortly after, other than Mira, who found out the night prior. The outpouring of support has been really nice, thank you, but please don't spend any time being concerned. We will be fine. Greater things coming soon. I'm at the gander at the feet. Oh, very nice. I see. Listen, I was struggling with some AI words over here. Sussy Greg. Damn, why you say Greg's not that sussy? I think he left the company and is joining up with Sam over at Microsoft. So very sussy Greg. What? What happened to Greg? Why is Greg sussy? Am I missing something? Because I felt like he was saying that Sam had gotten a thing from the whole board except for Greg, and then they were telling him he was being fired, and then Greg was saying that he was being removed from the board, but he was going to retain his role, and that Sam had gotten fired, and then at some point he had left. Because he is Sam Altman and company co-founder Greg Brockman are being hired by Microsoft to form Advanced AI Research Team. I don't know. This is pretty interesting. So OpenAI, like, essentially just they let it see their CEO go, and then he's getting picked up by Microsoft. So obviously no boo-hoos in the chat for that dude. He will be just fine. Maybe Greg is the sussy one. Maybe I'm not understanding. Maybe it was all Greg. Maybe it was Greg all along. I don't know. This next one was just making me laugh. Ridley Scott really has no time for French critics of Napoleon. So Ridley Scott just came out with a movie about Napoleon. I've heard some pretty decent things about it. I'm guessing there's some backlash from French critics. Legendary filmmaker Ridley Scott has hit out at French critics of his latest movie, Napoleon, declaring, "The French don't even like themselves." All right. I feel like, wow, what a shot. This dude was like, listen, I dislike them so much that they don't even like themselves. Okay. Ain't nobody got time for that. French critics have been less positive. Newspaper Le Figaro said the film ought to be renamed Barbie and Ken Under the Empire. What? Napoleon biographer Patrice Guniffi wrote in Le Point. Oh, I love French. Wrote in Le Point magazine that Napoleon is a very anti-French and very pro-British rewrite of history. In an interview with BBC, Scott responded to this criticism saying that the French don't even like themselves. The audience that I showed it to in Paris, they loved it. Perfect French by me, right? So oi oi baguette. All right. Le Point magazine. So I thought that was a pretty good one. I like when a 85-year-old has to start coming out swanging on people because they don't like his movie. You know, as you do when you're 85 years old. Baguette. Mortal Kombat 1 players are changing the dates on their consoles to avoid buying skins. For years, video game players have been changing the time and date on their hardware, whether it be PC or console, to go back in time or into the future, accessing removed content or content yet to come. Now, Mortal Kombat 1 players are changing the dates on their consoles to avoid paying for skins that were once available through gameplay. The latest twist in what has become a tumultuous launch for NetherRealm's gory fighting game. Interesting. Why have I not seen any promotion for it? For Napoleon? You haven't? I've seen a lot. Frankly, maybe too much. And also, I don't think I care about Napoleon, so. But I've heard good things about it. I think it might be a kind of a longer one though. So wait for it to come out at home. And that's probably why I haven't, because it's long. Because it's huge. Napoleon. Oh. Sneaky little sausages. That's what I'm saying. 2.5 hours. Good Lord. It is a long one. It looked like it was okay though. So we'll see. Oh Lord, no. All right. For some context, this week Mortal Kombat 1's already aggravated or aggressive monetization sparked yet another backlash after some skins previously available as part of the invasion mode in season 1 were made available to buy from in-game store for Dragon Crystals, the game's premium currency. NetherRealms had previously said players would need to wait for a season to return if they missed its skins, but that appears now to not be the case. Oh God. In response, Mortal Kombat 1 players, perhaps inspired by time manipulating character Geras, found success changing the dates on their consoles to make season 1 skins available to unlock for free, and upon reverting their console back to the correct date, brought those skins into the present. Twitter user posted to warn Mortal Kombat 1 players to not buy these skins. All last season's items can be purchased by changing the date on your PlayStation 5 to any date before November 11th. Load up your game's bio of last season's items. You can complete last season's Misa. When you're done, change the date back to the present day and you keep everything. Jesus Christ. Obviously, this is kind of a little bit of a pain, but yeah, I guess you totally could do that. Jesus. Someone reported that it also works on Switch. So, wow, interesting. I've definitely seen people use dates and stuff, to mess with their systems before. Like people had done it like with Animal Crossing and stuff. At least way back in the day, I remember doing it for Animal Crossing. That shit was mad. That stuff was pretty cool. Yeah, you could like change it to specific days to get specific things, or like if you had something that was supposed to be waiting a day, you could change the day ahead or whatever. It was a good time. I did not think that would still be a thing now. That is hilarious. All right, just a couple more real quick here, and then we'll real-time travel. That's what I'm saying. Just a couple more things, and then we're gonna get into some Last of Us after that. New Karate Kid movie is on the way with Jackie Chan and Ralph Macchio. Wow. All right. Get ready for even more Karate Kid, starring Jackie Chan and Ralph Macchio. Made the announcement on Tuesday that they'll be reprising their roles for a new Karate Kid film. It's currently set for December 13th, 2024, per a release from Sony Pictures. And while Jackie Chan and Macchio are back, they still have to find their new Karate Kid and are kicking off a global casting search to do it. Tuesday's announcements includes a call to action to submit audition videos for the central role. Shit. Guys, I think I'm going to have to audition. I think I could be the next Karate Kid. What do you guys think? You guys think it could be me? Yeah, that's pretty scary, right? I think I could do it. Now I'm hungry for more. The Karate Kid and the wolf and the Karate Kid. Yeah, see? It's already in my name. I feel like this is destiny. You guys can't see my arms, but they're doing some things that are saying, God, I think I could do it. I'm just saying. I could do it. I think I could do it. Chinese is so fucking good though, isn't it? God damn it. So good. The best meals. You see what I'm saying here? Amigo. I have seen that clip go around so much. And I never saw it before Jenna, so I don't know. I don't know what happened. Sold. I was trying to do like a gavel. Couldn't do it. Yeah, interesting. I did not hear about it. I saw the whole like, oh, they're gonna do another film, which is like whatever. Yeah, you're gonna do one, but I didn't see anything about them doing a global casting search. Damn, I'm gonna be sending in some things. You guys remember Lightsaber Kid? Was it Lightsaber Kid? What was that? What was that called? Star Wars Kid? Was it just Star Wars Kid? I don't remember. That's gonna be me pretty soon. You guys will see my audition tape and be like, damn. That's him. That's the Karate Kid. So I mean, getting the movie, I guess. I don't know. I don't have anything else to say to this. Shit. On to the original. Simple. Yeah, what was that kid's name? Do you guys, I mean, not his real name. I more so meant the what would they call that? Was it just called Star Wars Kid? Something like that, right? I can't remember. I feel like now. Controversial pay-to-win Gaia skin will be temporarily removed from Modern Warfare 3. Just as like a little quick, introduction to what's going on. Apparently, one of these Call of Duty's games brought in like a Gaia skin, which is like people have been calling him Evil Groot, but it's this like a tree-looking skin. It's like see-through, and apparently, people have been buying this, and then it's like really, 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 really hard to see them because they look like a tree. And apparently Call of Duty doesn't know what to do about how to make it not suck. Because they can't just like, I guess they could figure out how a way to do it, but they've just apparently just removing it for right now until they can figure out what to do with it. Everyone hates Modern Warfare 3's Gaia skin, a Modern Warfare 2 skin that made its way into the new game because it's so hard to see. The skin, which is for Operator Nila Nova Brown and looks a lot like Evil Groot from Guardians of the Galaxy, is basically the outline of a human created from tree branches. It blends into the background pretty seamlessly and was even previously nerfed in October because it's too hard to see. But it was not nerfed enough. This is by far the worst pay-to-win item ever introduced to the game, one person wrote. It's almost impossible to track the player even from short distances in bright light. That's why Modern Warfare 3 developer Sledgehammer Games is taking another swing at the skin. But until then, it is removing the skin and the Black Cell Operator variant until it's reworked. So yeah, they're mostly just saying that they're gonna do a rework, but they're gonna be disabling the items until they can do so. Oh man, yeah, people have been hating this thing. I've not gotten to see it like in game or anything. I mean, I don't play this game, but I mean like a video of it in game and stuff, because that would be great. I'd love to see how it actually looks, because apparently it's very tricky. Shit, that makes me laugh. Two more here. Dave Filoni is getting a big promotion at Lucasfilm, expanding his role within Star Wars. This one's pretty huge. So Dave Filoni is now going to be the chief creative officer at Lucasfilm. The news was announced in Vanity Fair's story on Tuesday, revealing that the Ahsoka creator will be much more involved in early development now. He'll work alongside Lucasfilm president Kathleen Kennedy and head of development Carrie Beck. In the past, in a lot of projects, I would be brought into it. I would see it after it had already been developed good ways. In this new role, it's opened up basically everything that's going on. When we're planning the future of what we're doing now, I'm involved at the inception phase. So not a lot here, just pretty interesting. Dave Filoni really doing some things out here. This is a dude right here in the cowboy hat. I don't know why he always has that fucking hat on though, too. Fucking weird. But yeah, pretty cool stuff. I think he's kind of a weird Star Wars nerd. So I think it's worth it. He's from Pittsburgh. Nice. That's actually, I mean, not close to me, but it's not far away either. Or are you telling me that that's why he has that hat on? Because that doesn't explain anything. Maybe both. Yeah, very cool for him though. That's awesome. Yeah, it makes me kind of worry a little less with the Star Wars stuff, because he is kind of a big Star Wars nerd, so he should be at least pretty good at kind of trying to keep things somewhat stable. We'll see. All right, last one I got for today is there is a lawsuit over PlayStation Store prices that could cost Sony $7.9 billion allowed to move forward. So I kind of looked into it a tiny bit just before stream, but I didn't get to read everything, so let's kind of go over it real quick. A London tribunal is allowing a lawsuit that could cost Sony up to 7.9 billion to move forward. The lawsuit, which was filed last year, alleges that Sony is abusing its position as the main seller of digital games on the PlayStation Store by charging a 30% commission to developers and publishers. As a result, the lawsuit claims PlayStation is overcharging customers for digital games and DLC. Shit. Sony lawyers attempted to get the lawsuit thrown out, but the tribunal was allowing it to continue, albeit with the stipulation that people who made PlayStation Store purchases after the case was filed in 2022 should be removed from the claimant class. Oh. So technically, they're saying that if you purchased anything before this on the PlayStation Store, you might be getting some money if it falls that way. Hasn't happened yet. Alex Neil, a consumer rights advocate, brought forth the lawsuit in a web. Oh shit! Alex Neil, a consumer rights advocate, brought forth the lawsuit. In a website dedicated to the lawsuit, the FAQ pages argues that since at least August 2016, Sony has been exploiting its UK customers by charging them too much for PlayStation digital games and in-game content via its control over the entire PlayStation ecosystem. The page reads, calling it anti-competitive. Oh, so it's mostly in the UK then. Okay. And makes a little more sense to me, at least. UK is a wild place. It's a whole different kind of place. People in the UK. Neil said when announcing the lawsuit last year, gaming is now the biggest entertainment industry in the UK, ahead of TV, video, and music, and many vulnerable people rely on gaming for community and connection. The action of Sony is costing millions of people who can't afford it, particularly when we're in the midst of a cost of living crisis and the consumer purse is being squeezed like never before. What's happening, Jen? What you talking about? The lawsuit's reference to the 30% commission that Sony takes has previously been brought up in other legal challenges, most notably in Epic's lawsuits against Apple, where the Fortnite maker accused Apple of charging an App Store tax to anyone who wants to do business. However, the judge ruled in favor of Apple. So we are going to see about this. 20 minutes, 48 seconds. Clear. Hey, that's not too bad at all, though. For knocking the rust off, not bad at all. Yeah, we're definitely going to see, because this could be huge. This could be huge. If Sony ends up having to owe a ton of money, could be huge. Real quick, I just want to see. I want to make sure there's nothing else that we're missing. If there's any other big news. Boop, 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 boop. Nope, that looks like it was most everything. I don't see anything else. Just want to make sure, since we were going live a little early today, I wanted to make sure we didn't miss anything, you know, out of the news stuff. Cool. I think that's gonna be it for news for today. We're gonna jump back over, hang out, and then we'll get into some Last of Us 2 in just a minute. But thank y'all for coming out for the news today.